Millions of Americans lose thousands of dollars every year, and it usually has nothing to do with how much they earn. It comes down to invisible money mistakes that quietly drain their bank accounts. Meet our average earner. They make a decent salary, go to work every day, and yet by the 31st of the month, the checking account is completely empty. The stress is constant. This is the trap of living paycheck to paycheck. When every single dollar that comes in goes right back out to cover daily expenses, there is zero margin for error and zero room for savings. A high salary can make you feel secure, but without a strict budget directing where that money goes, a strong income provides an illusion of stability, but zero actual security. Then reality hits. The transmission fails on the highway, or a routine doctor's visit results in a surprise medical bill. Because they haven't saved a dedicated emergency fund with 3 to 6 months of living expenses, there is no cash buffer to absorb the blow. Without cash reserves on hand, an everyday inconvenience is forced onto a credit card, transforming a temporary problem into a catastrophic debt trap. To survive the shock of that sudden expense, our earner has to rely on credit cards. This chart illustrates credit limit utilization. When an expense pushes your balance past the 30% line, you enter a mathematical danger zone. High utilization directly damages your profile. That expanding debt pulls your score down and triggers skyrocketing interest rates. A bad credit score dictates the terms of your financial life. You end up paying significantly more money over time in interest for the exact same loans and balances. While dealing with this immediate debt stress, other background leaks go unnoticed. Many people blindly auto-renew high premiums for car and health insurance, never pausing to compare options or check for discounts. Losing your financial footing is rarely caused by a single event. It is a chain reaction, where one unfunded emergency forces you to fund your daily life with increasingly expensive debt. The root cause of this spiral is making financial decisions without basic knowledge. Buying the wrong financial products or following random advice leaves you highly vulnerable. That lack of knowledge breeds fear, culminating in a massive error: not investing. Any meager savings you do manage to scrape together are left sitting idle in standard checking or savings accounts. This diagram tracks the effects of a steady rise in inflation over 10 years. As the general cost of goods and services climbs, your uninvested money silently loses its purchasing power. Keeping your money completely insulated from the market feels safe, but mathematically, it guarantees a loss of purchasing power over your lifetime. To stop the bleeding, our earner decides to acquire some basic financial knowledge. They implement a strict budget and start saving a portion of their income before spending a single dollar. The first phase of triage is aggressive saving. They build an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of expenses, ensuring the next flat tire doesn't require a loan. Next, they tackle the credit trap. By bringing their credit utilization back down to the 20 to 30% range and committing to on-time payments, their credit score begins to recover. Then comes the easiest optimization step. By comparing multiple insurance providers and reviewing their policies, they instantly reclaim cash flow that was being wasted on high premiums. Reversing a financial downward spiral does not require a lottery win. It requires deliberate, structural habits to plug the leaks. With the leaks plugged, they transition from defense to offense. They take the reclaimed cash from lower insurance rates and reduced debt payments and begin investing small amounts consistently. This graph tracks compound growth over time. Those consistent small investments start off slow, but eventually curve exponentially upward, generating returns that dwarf the initial contributions. By identifying and avoiding just 2 or 3 of these common mistakes, average Americans can save hundreds, if not thousands of dollars every single year. True financial freedom begins the moment you stop accidentally sabotaging your own wealth. When you keep the money you earn, you can transform everyday stress into lifelong empowerment.